Welcome to Be Live with Dani Ke'lly. I'm your host, Dani Ke'lly, directly from Culver City, California, at this beautiful place, Creation Studios, a place that is not just a studio, but a concept for your brand. And today, over here at the Creation, we have a special guest, Kate. She has I can tell that like this is skills to make a woman more beautiful than they are and to help them to be confident with class. Hi, Kate. How are you?
Hi, Dani. Thanks for having me and thanks for the introduction. So happy to be here.
Oh, thank you for accepting my invitation. I'm so happy to have you here and share all your skills with our audience in Brazil and also over here in the United States. But talk about Brazil, United States. Where are you from originally?
Yeah, sure. I'm originally from Ukraine. I came to the US 5.5 years ago in the beginning of 2020. Actually, it was crazy time because it was like months and a half before COVID started.
Yes.
And everything was so different. So the way I was introduced to the US, to the California, was completely unique and
Yes.
not the same as other people experienced. So, unfortunately or fortunately, that experience shaped my opinion and my view about California and all around. Because, firstly, I moved to Silicon Valley, to San Jose, Northern California, for our listeners, and I worked in tech. So, initially, my ex-employer moved me from Ukraine, Kyiv, to San Jose, where we had the headquarters.
Wow, what a move, huh?
Yeah.
And at that time everybody was locked.
So it was like January. So everything was still fun and great. And everyone was locked in a month and a half, like 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't even know everyone at office, honestly, because I didn't even had a chance, to go there and meet everyone. But anyways, it was a fun experience. I moved back then with my husband, and he also had some time to do his documents, find a job. And also there, so he still works in tech. But after some time, I realized much before, but I was still building, step by step my way when I can finally resign from corporate.
Yes.
And start my own business. So overall, I spent in corporate more than 10 years. Wow. I've been into investment, Big Four, tech, finished in tech. And after a few years in corporate, I realized
that's not for me.
Not for me. I want to be center of attention. I want to see the impact of my work. And what I'm doing now, I can see the transformation.
Yes.
With my eyes, and I can see the impact. Because when you work in a corporation for, tens of thousands of people,
you're just one of them.
Yeah, even if you have a managerial position, even if you're an executive.
It's the same. I know the feeling because I do work for corporation.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So, and then for me, it was different because I was a self-employed, I went to corporation, but now I'm transitioning again. And I understand how you feel about it, because once you are there, you are how we can say, collective, in a collective way, to thinking, to dress, and to behave. So it's very difficult to stand out, even though if you have a manager position. Yeah. So when you made the change?
Yeah. Around two years in our immigration, I would say, I started also teaching high heels dancing because I needed something to distract myself.
Yes.
And I've been a dancer for my whole life, and in the Bay Area, compared to LA, there are not so many high heels dances. So all my girls around me were like, "You have to start your own." I was like, okay. So I started my own dance classes while I was still working in corporate, but I quickly realized several things. first that I don't want to teach dancing for business, for money, because it's my passion. And I just didn't feel comfortable.
I understand.
And I wanted just, okay, I will cover my rents, like videography, like basic costs. And second thing, I realized that women did not come to me to learn dancing. They came to me for a different reason.
What the reason was that?
So I realized that after they gave me the feedback, they were telling me I feel much more confident, not only in the dance room, but when I go out, at home, at my work. Even when you see pictures from the first class, when like they're some shy, like they were afraid to take up space and take a stage.
Yes.
But I was very pushy, like, you need to dance solo on camera. And they're like, oh no, I cannot dance solo on camera. But after, they're like, yes, I done it. And it translates to all aspects of your life. So I realized it's something different. It's not only dancing. Dancing is good. It's a way of telling without saying a word.
Exactly.
Because we may speak different language, but when you dance, you can understand.
It's a body language,
yes,
like a self-expression to the world from in out.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. And since I've been on a stage since the age of 4, doing different kind of dancing, and I've been into corporate in different boardrooms, let's say presentations, clients meetings, executive stuff. I've been to different rooms, and I realized, okay, I know how you should present yourself in each and every room, so you can achieve your result. Because in every room, it can be different goal, in different way.
I agree.
Yeah. So then I would say step by step, I didn't have this breakthrough moment. People asked me to teach them posing. Or conduct a class on how to walk in heels with grace. So, it was step by step. Someone asked me for advice how to present themselves better at networking event.
Wow.
And then around 2 years ago, probably I shaped it into it's more than just dancing. It's more than just posing for pictures. It's all are the bricks of one big building, and that's what I'm doing now as a self-presentation coach.
That's amazing. I see your work and I feel inspired, because I believe that the dancer has all complete around themselves, and if you know how to move, you know how to enter in any place. And also the fact that to be shy, the shyness, because I'm shy. And when you can develop the movement in your body and you can control that movement, I think it's beautiful. And your work is amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
A big fan. But so now you're not on the stage, right, with your business. And how do you conduct your business right now? Like you do consultations, you do classes, workshop. Tell a little bit about it for us.
Yeah, sure. Mostly I do one-to-one classes and programs. I offer 2 bigger, my most popular programs. One is Event Poise. It's short, concise, and tailored specifically to your event. Mostly the event is already coming and people oh, I have my photo shoot soon, I need to prepare. And
they panic, right? They need help over there.
But yeah, it's good because it's tailored to a specific event. In quite short amount of time, 2-3 weeks, we can be ready. But the downside of it, and why I have my second program, and I do recommend it for everyone, it's presence mastery. When we work 3 months and we prepare you for different kind of events. So you know when you turn on this persona, that persona, how you play in different areas. Because what I noticed that clients who took Event Poise, they keep coming back and oh, now I have something different.
I told you something different, right?
Yes. So what I would recommend is with any skill you want to learn the complex of knowledge, so you can apply different pieces at different time. Yeah, of course, I do understand some people have some urgency. Like right now, I have pageants, several pageants clients, because they like it's season of pageantry and everyone is participating. Is great, but allow yourself more time to prepare. Like, yes, we can do something in small amount of time,
but practice makes the perfection, right? Practice and practice and practice. So what do you recommend to those women, girls, right? People who like to be more confident, like what they can do every day? Some kind of lesson you can do every day to improve yourself?
Okay. Can I take 2 steps back?
Yes.
And let's define what we understand under confidence and presence.
I see.
Because I work with presence. Mostly the majority of women I work with, and even our listeners, they are already confident. You don't need more confidence. You are confident in what you're doing. You have your expertise, right? You build your business. You know that you look great. You don't need additional confidence from me or for someone else to tell you that you are great. You are great and you know it. What you need is presence, which will help you to translate that confidence to others, so others can see, so other people can perceive you in the way you want them to perceive. Like you want to be playful, friendly today, so you
can
this.
Play that role.
You want to play more authoritative, like powerful role, you do that. So you already are confident. You don't need someone to
love
do
it. Okay, so that's a different confidence and also your presence. There's 2 different things that cannot be together, but they can be together. But first you have one. You have to work on the presence. So that's what you have to work on. I see. Makes sense. But sometimes you're confident, but you don't want to show to the world that you're confident. How?
Why?
I don't know. Maybe shy?
It's a good point. Like recently, I was speaking at the event in San Francisco, and there was a girl in the audience. She asked the question. The question was, she's trying to find a job, and she goes to job interviews. And she's like, how do I show that I'm confident, but I'm also humble? Like, no, girl, you don't need to be humble. There are so many things in the world. People are not even like paying attention to everyone. So please stand out. Don't be humble. It's the wrong time.
Do you think that people think that if they are not humble, they are not a good person? They don't want to see it, because you can mix that. Like, oh, I'm humble, such I'm a good person. It's nothing to do about it. But one thing is to be humble, another to be a good person, or can mix that. Because some people, they want to say, oh, I'm so humble, I'm good. And that is mixing.
I think being over friendly, over approachable diminishes your presence.
I see.
But also, like, if I would sit in the way, I don't know.
Don't drop it. I see.
And look at you like this. It's all overconfidence, even arrogance.
That's arrogance.
So you don't want to look like that, right? Like look from above. Like if you don't want that.
Yeah.
So there should be a perfect balance.
What's the perfect balance? To look straight in the eyes?
Yes, of course. Again, first, what's your goal? To look confident?
Yeah.
Yes. Look at the eyes, especially when you make a first impression. You will not have a second chance to make first impression, okay? So when you meet someone, look first in the eyes, okay? Then, of course, when you're speaking, when you try to recall something, it's totally fine to look away because you try to remember, right, things. Or when you're listening, you also don't want to stare at someone's eyes because it will make someone uncomfortable.
No, you feel sometimes I feel uncomfortable because you're talking and because you have accent, right? It's okay. We are talking, you have accent, and sometimes you don't know if the person understands you, and then you're like, and I'm like, what am I gonna do now? And I try to do something like trying to make them change or move their eyes, and then like, what am I doing now? It's kind of embarrassed. Have it happened to you before?
Yes, but typically, like you understand either they understood, like the Sofia Vergara when
No.
she someone at the interview asked her and she was like, I don't know, I just continue talking. Like,
Exactly.
it's their problem, not
She
mine.
I love her attitude because she's so confident, even though the accent, and she knows the accent, and she makes it very cute and nice. And then I said, oh, this is amazing. And people love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I have seen, again, like we're living in California, here are people with different backgrounds, we're diverse.
Yeah.
And I feel that mostly people who travel a lot, who live in more diverse places,
Yes.
they don't find it difficult to understand you. So maybe for us, don't try to speak too fast and maybe do more pauses.
Yes.
Also important, the pause. There is a power in these pauses, so don't rush, and it will maybe help others to understand. Also interesting that once I interviewed a business owner, she was from Canada, and it was very interesting because she said that she understands that in the audience there can be French-speaking people and English-speaking people, and not for everyone English is the first language.
Yes.
So she doesn't use sophisticated words when she is on stage. She tries to pauses.
She's more aware
Yes.
of the limitations of the audience.
Yes.
And this is really nice. It's like you have the sensibility, like, I want it to be understood. So I'm going to be simple and nice.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
great.
But
That's great.
you're right. You just mentioned the preparation is a key. So how do you know about it? Because you do your homework, right?
Yes.
You think about the venue. You think about the audience. You think about how the stage will look like. Will you
Yes.
have like this mic or handhold mic
Yes.
or this
the headset.
Yeah.
Headset.
Will you sit or stand? Is your shoes comfortable if you are need to be there for 30 minutes?
Even the clothes, you shouldn't be worried about also how your dress code, right?
Yes. In closing, for your big events, I do recommend wearing something familiar to you. Not new, not trendy thing, something that you know how it looks on you.
Your personality.
So you don't
Oh, I see.
So yeah. Or straps is falling away.
Yes.
Or heels are new.
Or dress that doesn't fit, or something that makes you uncomfortable and people can look at it. That's not you at all.
Absolutely. Another great example, especially I have all lovely clients. All women are beautiful. And I know that all women have amazing legs. But please, don't wear mini skirts when you're speaking on stage, especially when you're sitting on a panel.
That's a great
So
tip.
You have your outfit. You contact organizers of the event. Ask them, is it a sofa sitting? Is it a bar stool? Bar stool is terrible.
It's terrible,
but
right?
it's quite common, right? You ask them, okay, the sitting arrangement, and test it. Everyone has some chairs at home, so try out your outfit. Why it's important in practice? When you talk, you want to use your hands, you want to use your gestures, you want to show something here, there, to show something. And when you wear a mini skirt, you will be distracted.
Yes,
touching a skirt. Yes, and you will. I want to.
I agree with you.
And it restricts your body language.
It's so uncomfortable too. It makes you more smaller.
Smaller makes you slouch, makes you close, and we don't want it. We want to show yourself, take up space, all space that you have with your body, with your hands.
You want to be big.
Yes, of course.
Right? You want to be big, like big presence and walking.
Yes.
Oh, and sometimes most of the time, I believe, when the person that was walking the room, you notice that the personality and how beautiful she is, not only because of her outside, but because of what she's showing from inside out. And you keep remember, I know the person, I know her. And sometimes it keeps in your mind about the who you just met.
Yeah,
That's is
absolutely.
I notice a lot of people, because I see a lot of people like who go to events, and then some people are shy and they're trying to be the nice, and the ones that are just standing out and it's my big smile. And I'm like, oh, I always think about the person on my mind.
Yeah.
It's normal, it's common thing.
Absolutely. You will not even remember what you were talking about, but you will remember how this person made you feel, how you
Exactly.
felt around this person,
Yeah,
were you energized by their energy, like how they made you feel.
it's true.
But also, like, probably there is nothing wrong if you're like shy or like, crossing. Maybe you have like, a stomach ache, or maybe it's not your best day. Maybe something
Yeah.
happened. So just be aware about it. Like, it's normal. If you don't feeling good, that's fine. Like, you don't need to overplay
Yes.
it, right? So
Yeah.
just be confident and aware about your inner self. So like it's also okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. So I have some questions for you. It's like a QA. So it's like a power tool. And so how can you do this? The power of a presence in business and life. What does presence really mean, and how is it different from confidence? You already answered me that one. So you have that one. So it's different, guys. It's different. Why is presence a must have for women leadership, entrepreneurship, and visibility driven roles?
Yes, absolutely. One more time, presence is how other people can feel your confidence and can feel your power, energy, whether it's playful, feminine, different. And I believe that there is a huge power in nonverbal communication. How people see you, they make, again, like first impression about you in first 3 milliseconds, not even seconds. You're not even saying, people already forming some opinions. Yeah, it may be changed after, right? But at what cost? So my approach is that subtle changes can lead to huge results. It's not that with my clients I'm transforming them over doing something. No, we just polish subtle things. The way you place your hands, even when you speak at the stage, you don't near the table, you don't hide your hands, right? You want to show your hands. Even when you pose, again, you don't want to hide your hands here. You always want to show them somewhere where they are. Another great example, I had an executive client. She's an executive in tech company from the Bay Area, and in our common world, we work online mostly, and she's very nice, sweet personality. She has an authority because of her role, but online, people told her that she looks intimidating, and something was off about her presence online. But when they met her in person, they're like, "Oh, you're actually nice."
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm gonna talk about, because when you see the person on social media, they are on the presence, right? Some people are like, wow, that's so nice. And some people, when you see them in person, like, oh, that's not nice. It's fake news. And some people, you think they are like they say bossy, right? And like this authority. And then you look at them like, oh, they are so nice. How can social media change your authority?
Absolutely. But again, it depends on your goal. So with this specific client, we didn't want her to look intimidating. We want people to collaborate with her, right? Because she's a leader, not, I don't know, totalitarian dictator. So we just refined small things, how she greets people on camera, even the distance between your lens or camera, and you don't want to be too close to be intrusive into personal space.
Intimidating.
Yes, too much.
Intimidating.
You also want to smile, but some people do not realize that they don't use, for example, a lot of hands because it's online. Who sees? It's not important. It is important because with your hands, you support your message. You show that you're approachable. Because when we hide them, you're like, what's happening there? So again, it depends on your role. So on your goal. In her case, we wanted to do more like warm feeling, and she immediately received feedback that something has changed.
Wow.
And more importantly, we prepared her for one interview. It
Uh-huh.
was important. She passed that interview. But also she told me that she felt more confident in this. Like, like, because it's more nice. People are saying hi and more welcoming. They're not afraid. What does she say? Do not second guess, like,
Yeah, sometimes I see people, when see someone very confident and they get intimidated. And they don't like the person. Come on, it's just confidence. You have to be comfortable with people that has confidence. And some people, they like, no, I don't like the person because it's so, and then they change. They say, no, bossy, she's bossy, she's this. Like, no, it's just confidence. You have to understand what's confidence and what's arrogance, like you said earlier. And some people, they have this blow, like on life, and they want to show to people how happy they are. And some people, they stop them to be how they are. Like I see them, there's a lot, especially on social media. I don't know, like here, over here in US, but in Brazil, our culture is different. So like a woman too much is too bossy. No, really? But yeah, it's different. But we are getting there. It's different culture, but you are getting there.
Yeah, but I think it's also there should be a balance with some warmth. Sometimes you want to do a bigger smile, maybe even tilt your head, not too much, because if you're doing this, you're breaking your persona.
I didn't know. Because you're going back, right?
Yeah. And or you lean too much to other person, for example. But if you want to show approachability, you can tilt a little bit. Yeah, because if you're like this all the time, it's a robot. But aroused people, but depends on the goal, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's your goal to be perceived like this.
So now the next one, polishing, not fixing. So many women try to boost the confidence. What is missing from that narrative? That's what we just talk about now, right?
Yes, correct. So it's not about transforming that I was approachable person. Now I want to be like this. Stiff. Yes, you can learn how to use those elements in your persona, but like we're not transforming you fully. We're just polishing what you already have.
I see. That's amazing. And what would you say to the woman who is already successful but knows her presence isn't fully aligned with her power? That's just hard because she's already successful. How can you approach her and like, let me help you?
Yeah, actually, again, all women I work with, they say that they feel confident. They define. So I ask them, what's your area for development and what's your strengths? And almost all of them, like 80%, say, I'm confident. But how do we show that to other people? So the question was about
she's already successful, but recognizes that her presence is not fully aligned with her power. She's like a money, everything there, but her power is not aligned with her success.
So our goal is to make sure that your inner presence, your confidence aligned with what you translate to the world. And again, your body can do that, your voice can do, even sometimes your style, all those small things. But again, it comes with practice. You're completely right. So I encourage you do something every day, small thing. Again, you don't need to change your whole routine and whole habits.
I see. Yeah, I know. There's something very interesting I see. Sometimes a woman, they say like fake it until you can make it, right? And sometimes they tell. I see a lot of people talk on coaches and on social media. Just dress up, show up. Dress up, show up for the role that you want in the future. So if people they say, just dress up and show up. Dress up like the way you wanna be, like and then that's work. What do you think about that?
I don't like this phrase. So there is another one which I like more, a little bit better, but still like not fake it until you make it, but fake it until you become it.
Yeah.
Okay, like I think here we have to probably do an examples. What does it mean when you say dress like you want to look like, or
To get on the roll, on the
it will give you instant boost for like first few minutes, right? Because probably you will see yourself, oh, I can look different. Same way how power poses work. I encourage you before your big event, try either starfish pose or Wonder Woman pose in front of the mirror for 1-2 minutes. What it will do, it will make this instant boost with your testosterone, lower your cortisol. But what next? Like it's just like, for first few minutes. But what's next? I believe that next is when you go on stage and deliver that presentation. This is what will make you more confident. Not this posing or not your outfit. That outfit just will slightly help you to do this first step, and then only doing it, only with practice, only throwing yourself into those situations will make you more confident in your abilities.
When you deliver, right?
Yes.
Because the first impression, we like to say, three first seconds, right? First impression, boom. But when you deliver on the stage, on delivery what you have to say, and that's what makes it continue, right?
Yes.
It's a construction.
Yes,
It's not only showing up, but what you gonna carry or maintain during the Okay, I see. That's amazing. I like that. I try to maintain, but sometimes
it's your personality, right?
Yeah, I try a few minutes. I'm like, nice. But then play some music. I'm like, do it. That's me, a dancer. But I'm learning. I'm a
But you see, like for different people, different things work. You say music, right? For you, helps to embody this state. For some people, I heard they're like, I need to sit for 10 minutes in a calm space, in a silence, like not to connect with inner thoughts, just embody the state, and then they can rock the stage.
That's beautiful.
For me, it's also music mostly. Like it helps me to,
because a dancer comes from you. Yeah,
and also like before the event, for example, like this today, when I'm driving, I try to force smile, because also force smile will trick your mind to be in better mood.
Oh, did you know?
Yeah, like even if you are not feeling good,
I know,
just fake smile at home. Don't do fake smile at public, but at home is fine. Or when you are driving, it's fine.
So you say go to the mirror and just look yourself, because sometimes you need to. The world is so chaotic sometimes, most of the time. And then we lose ourselves during the day. So you saying, go to the mirror, smile for you, is as a form of like, okay, I love myself and it's me again. Is that right?
It just helps you to embody that right mood, probably.
Yeah.
I also love what I do also with my clients, presence resets. I call it presence resets.
Well, how is
so lift your shoulders up, so you feel it in your neck for a few seconds, and then release, and you feel this tension released. And the most important, your posture, because again, as you said, during the day you become like sometimes too tense, too concentrated.
Too many phone calls, too many
things
going on.
You don't want to be too slouched, and you don't want to be like, too that way. So with this easy exercise, you just reset your shoulders in just your natural position, and your posture is reset.
Yeah, because we just had a little event early before the podcast started, and she would handle very well. And I was like, I knew the event, so I had to handle very fast. And we just look at each other and think, okay, everything's good. And then you just recuperate and everything's good. You're here, smiling at you guys.
And
right?
Yes, and you can have your own tricks, right? So, I don't know, again, it can be different, some music or some affirmations that will help you to reset. For me, in daily things, I also like to reset my hands. So I do some shaking. So my hands maybe with a daily, become a little bit tense. So you just want to shake.
Maybe because of the computer during the time of
and
operations
phone
a
all the
lot.
time. In this position. So you want them to be more natural position. Even like sometimes you can notice that some people, they start speaking fine, then they finish like this.
Exactly.
So we don't
because
know.
we're nervous, they're going to contract themselves. Well, but dancers don't have much that problem because you are so out there. But people who don't have this basal dance, they go inside and they end up with, did you do everything good today? That's how it works, right? So let's go back to our QA. Okay, I get the one. Yeah, alignment, power, artists. Okay, now this one now. High stakes moments, a first impressions. So that's what you were talking about. What changed when everything's on the line? Stage, camera, or investors meeting? Oh, that changed a lot.
Yeah,
right?
That's a lot. It starts from the moment you walk into the room, or even like boardroom or a room where you are talking on stage. Some people don't realize that people pay attention all the time. Photographers, cameras, audience. Some people think that people look at them only when they're actually speaking on stage.
Clicking
and on backstage they allow themselves to be there. Like, same as it was a more professional setting at the investor pitch.
Yeah.
It starts from the moment you enter the room.
Wow.
You do the handshake. You have not even presented anything yet. So think about your first, those things, your posture, your eye contact, and the energy. What's in your mind, how people other will feel it. So when you arrive with this energy, you're not saying any word, you're making eye contact with cameras, with audience. It depends, right? So with your colleagues, don't arrive like in a little down. And there are so many like different tricks. For example, when you are in the boardroom, you can try to sit the last. I think not to show your power and authority while everyone is already sitting. You can try to sit the last. And don't turn your back, right? You show your hands not under the table. If you have your papers, pen, like you claim your space on the table. If you're on stage, when you walk onto the stage, please look at the audience, not here, because they're looking. They want to see. Okay, someone will talk to me right now, right? Someone delivers speech. Who is this person? And you're working on it down.
Yeah, it is difficult nowadays because most of the time you're on cameras on the phone, talking, doing your heels, and then you walk like 100 people on the stage and look at you like, wow. And now I think that's the first thought you have. Like, you have already a script, you're fine, but maybe for the first starters, it's kind of like ice break.
Yes, for me it was difficult to talk to camera because I didn't have audience. So I even tried to set my stuffed animal.
How was this?
Toys.
To talk to the toys. Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I realized that what works for me, I need to be standing. So even if I feel myself like this, I want to stand so I can use the whole power of my body, and it makes me feel more, not professional,
but you think like, okay, you own your space, so you are there standing, you know how to just meet first. Yeah, it's different for everyone, right?
Yes, of course, I have a lot of clients, especially like big content creators who used to talk to camera, and they're like, I see so many people
on the panel. They're like, what can I say now?
Yeah, but well, again, different things work for different people.
Yeah.
That's what I do. That's why I work mostly one-to-one, because they're different. For someone, they want to look at their friend. For someone, I don't like to look at my friends because my friends are often being so silly and like, and they will distract me. So what I would love to look like, above heads, just scanning the audience. And even I pretend to make eye contact internally and somewhere in my thoughts what to tell next, but just to be intentional. Don't look down. You can make eye contact with your moderator, for example, on stage. If you have this feeling, make eye contact with few key people.
Yeah.
If you feel like you have this power in you, but I don't want it to be distracting.
Okay,
you
I
know?
see.
So just
I learned when I live a little in ballet that you just make a little point on the stage. How do you get behind all the audience? So you make that point.
Yeah.
And look at that point. So people gonna think you're looking at them, but you look at the point, little point over there, and it helps, works well.
It helps absolutely
Because then you can do the eye contact little by little, and then train yourself. That works. For me, it was very difficult to start to talk. I didn't have the time to talk first. It was more body language, and to talk was a lot of work. So how do you do with people who had this kind of not advanced, right? Like this difficulty to talk.
I suggest always to learn, just to remember by heart, first few sentences.
I see.
Literally. You don't start with, thank you for your question. That's just, we're
like it's like very like
unless it's really something, wow, you didn't expect that. And that surprised you. So you start with a little pause, with a little breath, in, out, and you already like have a few sentences in your mind. While you're delivering those few sentences, which you learn by heart, you become more relaxed, like, okay, nothing collapsed. People are still in the audience.
Nothing collapsed.
Our planet is still spinning.
Yeah.
And then you can go like more natural.
Yeah, that's great. I like that one. That took me a long time because for me it was always dancing, nothing on stage, just dancing. You
Same,
know?
absolutely.
And now I'm like more coming is like little by little I'm learning, and I like to watch people. I love watching the big ones, talking shows. I'm like, yeah, that's my goal, you know. That's how it works. So another one. What are the small tweaks in posture or movement that makes a big impact in how you are perceived?
Yes. So we just talked about posture. That's first and foremost and the most important, because it's, for example, first of all, big, right? Because we see your body, your core, and it says a lot. Either you're making yourself small or normal, I would say, just strong personality and ability to keep it all over the time is also important. So first, identify, is your posture good or not? Most likely, you will need just few exercises which will strengthen your posture. Your back. You don't need too much. Some people, less people will have some mental reasons. For example, very tall people.
Yes.
But again, it's like few people, but you need to know your reason, and most likely just to make your back more strong. Yes,
your core.
Yes,
your core and your back muscles that makes rigid, and you're looking. That's nice.
Absolutely.
It's like we talk about the crown. You have a crown in your head, and it's just and go like moving around with your crown. Is there?
Or book.
Your book, right?
Yeah,
your book.
People will train with the book, but just try to see how it's working for you, how you feel in your posture. Any exercises needed, try a reset or over the day, like a few times a day. It was the first posture. Second, I will tell eye contact. Again, people underestimate. When you speak, try to look at the eyes like 70% of the time. When you listen, like 50% of the time, so you're not too intimidating. So eye contact. And third, I see a lot about balance in posture. If your body weight is unsure, like shifted to one way or another, or like stuck in the middle, like
insecurity,
like what's happening? Like I'm coming or not coming? Like
insecurity.
Train practice with your body. Where is your body weight right now? So you are aware. So you are not just stuck in the middle. Like, okay, where am I? So that's important. And with all those 3 small things, again, small, they're not big, you will see big changes. And then you can add purposeful gestures, in some head tilts, more movements. Let's start with small
ones, right? Okay, so now we're gonna go feminine leadership without shrinking or overcompensating. You talked about this earlier, but let's go to the 2 key ways. How can a woman body strength and softness in how they show up?
Yeah, it's interesting because mostly, and one of the reasons why I started doing what I'm doing, I have seen only men teaching body language, presentation skills. And they're like, we cannot do the same as men are doing. I'm a little bit different. And I believe we have some advantages. We have more benefits. We can turn our femininity also. We don't need to be overpowered. We don't need to be too authoritative. We can turn our feminine power. So when you do some even power poses, or when you lead a presentation, you can play with your also outfit, right? Or with your expressions, or how you lean to someone. So you can mix those energies. And but also you have to keep in mind, for example, I had one client, so she was very friendly, she was very approachable, and she was always like, like hugging people, like, waving them like this, and she wanted to go to leadership roles. And you have to be careful. You can allow yourself to be like this in your friendly family settings,
but not in business.
Not in business, yes. So you want to learn how to project authority, but use your smile when you need, like, even like waving to people. It's good, right? You show them, but not like, hey,
not too friendly, because no best friends. Because you're on the work environment, on business environment, you're not that. You say a family. You have a line to cross and have to be careful.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's still things that we just discussed. Own your space, take up your space, and take up time. What I mean by time, especially in business settings, professional settings, we often had to present, for example, something. And you're like, Dani, please welcome on stage, like presentation, right? And what women will do? Doing those small steps, making themselves small, so that no one notices.
I know, because they don't. That's what I'm saying. They want to feel humble because they're on the stage. I'm like, I'm so shy, and then
so people are there to listen to a presentation, so they already guess it, right?
I see.
So you take your time, you stand, you walk in slow but intentional steps. You turn on, or whatever, like your presentation, something like, right? You take a pause, take a second again to take a deep breath, and then you start talking like that. You don't rush.
Like that. That's amazing. That's a good tip. I'm gonna record that one for me. What's the cost of playing it safe? That's what you just talked about. Tone yourself down and trying to fit a mold. So this is a cost. To you overcome that image, the first impression that you left over there. You take the whole work around you for the next step, the next chance, right?
Yeah. So it all, you don't want try them to be too hard to change someone's opinion, right? Try to, with small things, make it from the first, second. And again, with small things here and there, starting with a warm smile, eye contact, and taking intentional steps, then using your hands and gestures when you talk, present. And when you meet someone new, you form a handshake. You don't
just go confidence. Hi, how are you? Right?
And then with your energy, that when you practice it every day, small ways, when you walk into the coffee shop,
when you talk to a cashier in the grocery store, when you talk to your husband, try to notice those small things every day. So when you are on stage or at your big moment, you don't think about it. I'm not thinking about my hands right now. I'm thinking about what to say, connection, energy,
So
just
practice every day.
Yeah.
Every day is the day for practicing, right? So here, the next one. Energy, expression, and embodiment. Why does your energy enter the room before you do? And how can you control that? Because I see people again, boom, right? That's not a good impression. You have to go moderate, or what's the best?
I will answer the same. It depends on your goal. And typically what, for example, I do with my clients, we learn how to turn on femininity, for example, or what are some specifics of being powerful or being friendly. So you can use that balance, or you use those things from different areas. Sometimes you want be this. Okay, be it. Sometimes with the help of a stylist, for example, you can adjust your look to look more business-like, but still with your energy, you will be more feminine, but still professional, right? So again, it depends on your event, your goal, and your personality.
I see, nice. I like that one. And how do posture, movement, and expression signal the leadership before you speak? That's a good one.
Yeah, though that's what we also discussed about posture, how it first makes us think, right? That if we stay in power poses at home, it will instantly change our hormone levels. And also, I know there were some researches with people who took those power poses and had interview, and people who did not, and they were more likable, and people wished more to hire them compared to those. So do not underestimate this. Just again, train to be at home. And second, I believe that again, posture is the first and foremost important thing in our body language. So again, try to notice others. Watch people, right? When you're on somewhere, coffee shop. And see how it changes, right? Different, and see how you feel and how others perceive you. Because it's a big one.
I know, it's a big one, important one. Kate, we are almost done with our interview. I love it. I have so much fun, and then I'm enjoying learning with you. So tell us about the event tomorrow, so we can invite tomorrow or another event to come on the future. And what are you looking for the future? What you wanna achieve, in 5 years from now?
Wow, that's a loaded question.
Yes.
For sure. Okay, let's start one by one. Tomorrow is a lovely event by Modern Day Wife. It will be my 10th event with them, actually. And proud member of the community. I love communities with women, empowering women and women in business. So Modern Day Wives, they have events all over the year. So I'm sure that if you're listening to us, you can attend next one event. And I either speak there or model for different brands. So it's very fun and very interesting.
Which brands are you modeling
tomorrow? One of them is Papillage. I love them. I also interviewed the owner of Papillage, Eve. She's so sweet. It's body shaping wear. I have never had it before. But when I try it, it's so fun. Even if you don't need it.
You need it for the dress sometimes. I like it for the
but
dress.
It's built in your dress. So their dresses was built
beautiful things. So make it curves.
Nice. So it's so cool. So look at them tomorrow. I will introduce you to them.
The other one?
Other one, it's more lifestyle brand, Liverpool, Los Angeles brand.
Nice.
So I am so excited. Also, welcome to my website, masteryourpresence.com, where I post also and keep track on my media appearances, upcoming events, where you can learn about my services and we can work together on your next event or overall so you can show up on different occasions, red carpet, photo shoot, presentation, you name it, right? For every person, it's a different one, or pageant competition. Again, there are so many things. And I'll be happy to talk to you also on my Instagram. It's kate.zeus. I'm there very actively. And what to expect in the next 5 years.
Yes.
So as I said, I'm working mostly one-to-one, but I would love to explore opportunities to cover more audience, bigger audience, maybe with some courses.
Yes.
So we will see how it goes.
That'd be great to have a course. Like everybody can, the whole world couldn't get it because we need more structure, you know, and nowadays I see a lot of people are lost, you know, and to still carrying that technique and then the lessons and pass on is a great value for women in general, and kids are coming out to take it this step by step too. So thank you so much for helping us to still be a brilliant woman, empowerment woman. And I want to say thank you to Kate. Kate is a self-presentation and presence coach to help a high achievement woman align with their outer image, with their inner authority, so they show up powerful in the rooms, roles, and moments that matter the most. Thank you for watching us. Thank you, Kate, for being here at the Creation Studios. Be live with Dani Ke'lly, and I hope to see you soon.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So lovely here.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. And I see you in Brazil soon, and also over here in Los Angeles, and the whole world, of course. So if you are watching us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Be Live with Dani Ke'lly, on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm not there on X yet, or LinkedIn, but I will be. And come to Creation Studios, a place where it's not just a studio, but a place for your content creation. And see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.